your halftime show, and of course with Joe Madden. It is Duke versus Arkansas, and Duke, boy, really taking advantage of that last minute or so of the half and turning a very, very close game into a 12-point game here at the half. 78 total points on the board here. Duke leading by a dozen, 45-33, including hitting a three right there at the buzzer. It pretty much turned into a disaster for Arkansas after the timeout there. Joe, any chance the Hogs, recover here?
Well, there's always a chance, and if they can get those rebounds, get something going there is a chance for them. But I don't know, Mitch. It's looking pretty grim right now for Arkansas. What do you think?
I think it's looking grim, but at the same time, it's not like the first game where Houston wasn't hitting any 3-pointers at all. I have Arkansas here. I'm going to stay optimistic. I don't think that it was one-sided as the scoreboard shows right now. I thought it was very, very competitive. It was well within 4 points the number most of the half. So I just think that Arkansas's got some regrouping to do here. No doubt about it. So I mean, they've got to figure this out, and
absolutely, they have to come out of that locker room with some answers here.
They don't have the height up front to compete on the rebounds, so they're gonna have to do some boxing out and try some other things. I think I think they keep firing away the threes here and protecting the perimeter. Duke hasn't been able to really hit the three ball on them except right there before the half. That was pretty much the only one that they got on them. So
yeah, I was going to say that was the first, wasn't it?
I think it was
they held them to only 2-pointers.
I think it was the second. I would think it was the second, but it was definitely a tough way to end the half if you had Arkansas like I do. So
I do too, Mitch. Not gonna lie, yeah, I'm right there with you with Arkansas plus the points in this one. So I'm hoping they come back, turn things around, and
I think in this one, I'm. While with Houston, I was kind of like, well, I think they could play. They can't play any worse, and they did, and they definitely played better in the second half, and they made it competitive. And the game, the final score of that game was probably where it was. More because Houston had to take some chances. Once again, they continued to miss layups. We're not seeing Arkansas really miss a lot of chances and not hitting any threes at all. They have some work to do here, no doubt about it. But they have the guys that can do it too. So
absolutely, Jalen Williams is playing a fantastic game. The way he gets those blocks where he gets a charging penalty called on Duke's offense is incredible. How he takes that.
Well, it's I think Duke is always going to get those calls. A lot of other teams aren't going to get those, and that's all part of being on Duke. And you do take advantage of those. But for me, it was the shot right before the buzzer that was kind of the dagger there. And if the Hogs do go down, that might be the one that does them in.
Yeah, absolutely, Mitch.
But we'll take a look. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, but you're right. It's been pretty tight other than this last minute here when they got that timeout and then they start getting those points up on the board.
Someone hit me up in a chat here, but I can't see who it is.
Nice.
Is it you?
It's not me, but I saw it bounce on my end too. I saw the little thing go bounce and I thought maybe it was you for a second.
Nope. No idea. It must be for tomorrow's show.
Probably
for about tomorrow's show. All right. Well, not a big deal there. Let's get to the lines and see where we're at. Our idea of middling out that first game did not go as we had hoped. That's for sure.
No, it didn't.
So doesn't mean that we're done with that here, but let's see. We got Arkansas minus 1.5 here for the second half, and minus 140 on the money line. The total 78.5. We saw 78 here in the first half of this game. 45 for Duke, 33 for Arkansas. I could see this thing going over and Arkansas. I can see it. I can see this thing going to a track meet that is decided at the very end, and Coach K doing that. They're a very good team, and Like,
You can already hear him in your head. I
yeah,
like it.
please. Well, it's all he
Yeah.
ever says now. It's all
Yeah.
he's ever said for the last 3 years now. At this point, it's you know, I think he was great for the game and all those things, but I think it's time for somebody else to have a shot here.
Yeah. I'm with you, and I think we can rely on Arkansas to get over their total. I like their total over 33.5, you said? I think
Yes,
we can get there.
someone hit the chat again.
Yeah. Who's chatty? Maybe they're saying spinach is on my teeth.
Could
I
be,
don't know.
could be.
It totally could be.
Who knows? Let's see. I'll have to take a look.
I can take a look on my phone so you're not having to go off anything there. Hopefully it's nothing important.
Pretty sure it's something for tomorrow's show that could have waited.
Yeah, it's just tomorrow's show.
Is that
Two
what it is?
people saying they won't be able to make it tomorrow.
Who's not coming?
Ron and Damien.
All right. Well, they suck.
I think they're just tied up. Maybe they're getting really excited with these games tonight and they're going to have a late night.
No
At
idea.
least we know tonight.
All right. Well, I like Arkansas here for the second half. I'm going to ride till the wheels fall off. I think they can play a little bit better than that. And, we've seen Duke reeled in a few times in this tournament, so not really too concerned there on that end. I think the total, I like the over as well. I think, just ton of points is what we're seeing. And both these teams, Duke's only hit 2 3-pointers, so I'm going to guess they're going to do better than that. And Arkansas, they're going to have to fire it away.
Absolutely, they will. What did this total originally close at, Mitch? I was just trying to pull that up here.
The total closed at Was
it 147.5? Or is that adjusted? I
um,
sometimes get confused on my book if they've adjusted it.
let's see. Yep, 147.5.
Okay. We're at
Anyways,
78 points right now. Okay.
I thought that Villanova, was impressive there at the end, and I thought Houston once again had their chances and just did not take advantage of it. So I think Houston is probably more upset that they didn't go out swinging, as opposed to. I think for most teams, you can always come to terms if you played your very best and you got beat, but when you go out like that. Probably playing their worst game this season. You got to give Villanova some of the credit on that one.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's, Houston had wide open shots that they missed. So, and in layups, which, something we saw all season.
Yeah, it was heartbreaking to watch. Those baskets went up and nothing connected. It was brutal. Defensively, I thought they played fantastic. To hold Villanova to only 50 points is crazy.
Houston can't shoot threes. That's they're one of the top 3-point shooting teams in the nation. They shot the three at over 35% for the season. So to say they can't shoot threes, I know you watch our show and know all that other good stuff, but at the same time, I could say you haven't watched one Houston game all season. If you believe it, if you think Houston can't hit threes, they're one of the best 3-point shooting teams in the country.
Yeah, it just wasn't their night. They couldn't connect.
It just wasn't their night.
Yeah. Emotional. I felt for them. I really did.
Yeah, I just don't know why anyone would say that. That they can't shoot threes. It's like, is it just you want to make yourself sound like you don't know what you're talking about? I don't understand.
I think that's because all the TV keeps saying.
No, they said the opposite. They said the opposit.
Okay. I heard that once or twice. But
yeah, they said that Houston was one of the best 3-point shooting teams in the country, and that it was amazing that they didn't that they weren't hitting them more. So when you look at the top 3-point shooting teams in the nation, Houston is at oh man, where are they on here? They got to be somewhere. All right, we'll have to find the exact number that they were in the nation out of 358 teams. I'm continuing to check.
Okay.
So Houston was 128th after that game, including that game.
Okay.
They were 128th in the nation. So not one of the top, but there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 teams tied at 128th.
Wow.
If you look at down to 116th, 116th, so from 120th all the way down to 116th, 1/100% separates those, that to that. So really top third, I would say in 3-point shooting. So can't hit threes. Really not a fair analogy in that one.
It's just a hard night for them, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I know tomorrow, my Canes are up against it as well, and it's like, it's very possible, that nothing goes in for them, but it's also very possible that you tomahawk them, like they've done to everybody else.
I think they blow them out of the water.
I think they do too.
Yeah.
Note here for Arkansas has 8 points. He hasn't missed a 3-pointer. And, he's the guy that I was really leaning on the show this morning, and I've been leaning on for Arkansas all season. And, he takes a ton of shots generally, but Duke has really put the clamps on him and said anybody else but him. Yeah. And, I think it's time for, some of the other guys in Arkansas to step it up.
Oh, absolutely. And I think someone will, right?
If it's Duke, North Carolina final, it will probably be one of the first finals that I don't watch. My final show will be canceled.
Okay. I hope it's not. I really
our
do.
halftime, we will not be doing halftime if it's Duke, North Carolina. I'll tell you that much. I'm not playing the game. Yeah, not playing that one. It's too staged. It's too convenient. And North Carolina doesn't deserve to be anywhere near there,
No.
They beat Baylor, who was, probably the weakest of the number 1 seeds. So Carolina, St. Peter's, the winner of that plays. Who would the winner of that play? I don't think they could play in the final, right? How's the bracket shape out? I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because I did see something because then.
So it's the winner of this game plays the winner of the. The winner of this game plays Villanova.
Yeah.
And then the winner of this plays Villanova. The winner of the 2 games tomorrow will play. So actually, if North Carolina goes, they will have earned it because, Miami beat them by 28 when they played earlier this season. So,
yeah.
Clearly the way better team. And then Kansas is way better than Carolina also. To me, it's like I'm an ACC guy and I'm calling Carolina a fraud.
So we could see North Carolina and Duke play if they both win.
Any words on Taylor Hawkins passing away? Unfortunately, the YouTube rules prevent us from saying my thoughts, and I'm going to abide by them. So I'm going to stick to it. They don't let you say the words that I believe are responsible. Let's just say he was triple somethinged and also somethinged. A lot of the same, athletes that are collapsing and all this other stuff. You start putting stuff into your body that's untested, things of that. Well, more than likely, there's going to be side effects, and that's the price that you're going to pay. Doing the right thing maybe isn't the right thing sometimes. Anyways, but that's my thoughts. I'm not a political person. I'm not any of those things, but I do believe that is, we're sorry for him, and his family and the band and everybody else, but it's tragedy. Any way you slice it.
Absolutely.
But this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
I think, I can't wait for these games tomorrow, though, Mitch. I can't wait to see how Miami comes out. +6 right now for Miami. Do you think we're going to see any movement overnight?
I think if anything, Kansas goes to be a bigger favorite.
Okay. So if you like Miami, wait.
Well, Miami's been the underdog. So St. Peter's has been the underdog 3 times, and they've been the underdog in all 3 of their games. Double-digit underdogs twice, and won all 3 of those. Miami has been underdogs in 2 of their 3 games. Their opening round game against USC, their next round game against Auburn, 8.5, a bigger underdog than they are here already. Obviously won both of those, and then they were favored against Iowa State by 2.5. They won by 14. So I don't know. I don't think the points factor there. I don't think the points factor. I think that either Miami wins outright or they get blown out of the building.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, as a fan, I can live with either.
Yeah, it's great to see them get here.
Well, I think if you get blown out, it just means you left it all on the court, that you took every option that was available. You didn't play it safe. You didn't do anything. You left it all out there. It happens. It's like you don't get blown out playing it close, playing to not get blown out. Conservative and all that.
Sure.
You get blown out when you play to win. But I like Arkansas here in the second half. I like the over in the second half. Joe is with me on that one. And does anyone think Remy Martin was shaving points last night? No, I think he's a horribly overrated player, and I thought he was at Arizona State as well. Yeah, Larry, you posted that picture from Hooters or Oyo, whatever they're calling it now, and I was there. I was actually at the same casino. I went across the street because I had to load my William Hill app there. Yeah. I do the William Hill app and the Caesars app. They're both the same. I don't know why, but at William Hill, they make you put the money in at the window. So I just put in I just like to have it in case one app isn't working or slowed down or whatever. So I just put like $1,500 in there just to have it, just in case, just at a pinch.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
We have the Raptors and Pacers game back at it. There was a fire in the speaker of the Raptors game.
A fire in the speaker?
Yeah, I saw a bunch of people, actually, friends of mine that were at the game, posting on their Facebook stories, the speaker's on fire in their roof. And so they actually had to delay the game. I don't know actually what happened. I
didn't see the post until after the fact. That's why I didn't reply, Larry. So, no, I wasn't too busy. I didn't see the post till afterwards. I didn't see it until like 2 days later. I'm not on Facebook that much anymore. So you got to hit me on the Messenger Facebook, which next time you will. I mean, next year, Super Bowl or something. We'll definitely hook up again. I like hooking up with Larry for games.
Nice.
He doesn't. It's the nice thing is we're good at Hooters or something. We're all, not. We don't need to be at the Bellagio and whatever. It's like we're good.
Yeah.
It's like I'm way fine with it over there.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, it's good for me. Well, Anyways, we go back to these games, and I think Arkansas's got a shot here. What do you guys think? I mean,
I'm praying they do. I really am.
Joe, you don't sound as confident here as I don't know. You don't seem like You don't seem so confident. It's like, I hope they win. I'm not really sure. It's like,
I don't know. I'm having one of those days, Mitch, where, all of my picks are just going south right now. So
I suggest
north,
you start
whichever
drinking.
way.
I suggest
Left,
you start
right.
drinking heavily.
You know what? I got an empty wine glass in front of me. I think I need to fill it up.
Larry says he hits big at there. I usually hit big on the craps there at Hooters. They took out the machine because I beat them up so bad. The bubble craps. I like Arkansas to cover too. I'm with you guys. Magic did not get it done after getting into overtime. The Thunder Buddies hanging in there for the cover just by barely. The Heat getting blown out at home here by the Nets. The Grizzlies, who I liked in the VIP show, up by 17 over the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bulls up by 10 over the Cavs. This has been a comeback story for the Cavs, who were getting blown out early. They only scored 35 points in the first half. It was 53-35 at the half, and now it is 79-69 for the Bulls against the Cavs.
Yeah.
That's usually a really bad sign for the team that was winning.
Oh, absolutely it is. Just hoping the Raptors can hold on to that lead there.
Well, we're back on the court. I got Arkansas here. Joe's got Arkansas. We both took Arkansas second half, and plus minus the point and a half for the second half. I mean, there it is. They're calling the offensive against. I mean, Arkansas can't get a break here. The officials aren't going to give them a break either. This is when it gets bad.
Yeah.
We saw this in the Houston game too a little bit.
We did. We for sure did.
I mean, if they're not going to let you drive to the basket and let the guys push on you and then call ticky tacks, underneath the other way, this is not what we signed up for as fans. The officials want to see Duke versus Carolina. Why do they want to see Carolina? I guess to see Duke win. But Arkansas on the board here for the second half, so things going in the right direction, despite Joe Madden bad vibing our bet. Anyways.
I'm not bad vibing. I'm just...
You're bad vibing, Joe.
I didn't mean to.
We'll give Joe a hard time about it tomorrow morning on the live show. We'll see you guys then, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As usual, Ron Romanelli and David Sosh won't be there. So those of you that aren't fans of them, don't worry about it. You don't have to tolerate them for another 60 to 90 minutes.
Let me see if anyone else isn't coming. No, just those two have answered that. Mills will be in, though. I know that for sure. Jovan will be in.
Awesome. Well, we got Jovan knows more than those other two guys combined. And Mills brings the heat. So he's got the MMA going tonight. We'll have to hear what he has to say for himself. Arkansas, chance to trim it here to 7. They missed the 2, but they get the offensive rebound. Note passes it back out. Williamson for the 3. Oh, God. And the ball is stuck like it was in the other game. In the on top of the rim like it was in the Indiana game.
It's crazy.
And now they just did it. It's the Arkansas cheerleader that goes up to get the ball and knocks it out and gets a standing ovation. And she gets her 2 minutes of fame. Congratulations. All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Have an awesome day.